If you think you're not alone, you better think again and prepare. You are going to get some cold, hard truths. If you think your family's going to be there to take care of you, your spouse has got things all settled down, and maybe you've got kids, you think they're going to be there for you when you get older if your health starts to fail, let me tell you, think again. You don't have to go around being paranoid or worried, but you do need to be prepared. You need to think as an individual and treat life like you may be on your own someday. Because over 50, as we get older, all kinds of things change. How many of us know people that don't really pay attention to their finances? A lot of times it's the women that are not paying as much attention to the finances, especially with older generations. Next thing you know, spouse dies, and they don't know what to do. They're totally unprepared. Don't let that happen to you. You need to know what's going on. You need to know where the money's coming from, all of it. Know how to do your banking. Know whose name the life insurance policies are in. You need to be informed. You need to pay attention to all aspects of your life. You don't know when you may end up alone and single. You think you have friends and family that you're going to count on when you get older. Have these talks with your family and your spouse. When we're younger, our parents needed to have the talk with us about the birds and the bees, right? We're older now. You need to have real conversations with your spouse, partner, whoever you're living with, and you need to know all the facts, full disclosure, what's going on with everything. You need to know about any insurance policies, what kind of bills you truly have, what the bank account looks like. You need to know how to access everything. You don't need to walk around like a psycho, not trusting and being scared. What I'm saying is anything can happen. People get sick, relationships change. Sometimes we find out people aren't who we thought they were. As for those kids you think that are going to be there for you when you get older, I hope so. But many times, no, they're not around. They've got their own problems, their own worries, their own families they're taking care of. Heck, they may even be looking to you. Those kind of things make me glad I don't have kids. Nobody's going to be tossing me in a home. So if you're over 50, make it a goal to be more independent, know exactly what's going on with your finances, know how to run the household, have a plan B. If you don't think you can live in that same lifestyle and household without your partner or spouse or some help from the kids, make a plan that you can do all on your own.
Interesting. She mentioned about being 50 plus. Obviously, she's coming from a woman's perspective. She mentioned kids a lot, not being there for you in later life. Then she said later that she doesn't actually have kids and she was happy about it. But also had a thought process along the lines that kids, even if you do have them, they won't be there for you and they'll put you into a old people's home, which basically equals death. And I think what she's saying is keep an eye on financial things which are seemingly taking care of their self. Just do a check, basically. Do a status check of absolutely everything going into later life. I think that really is the summary. She didn't mention anything about how happy she is in solitude. I mean, she seems all right. She's got her dogs. But is she? She's looking at the remainder of her life possibly being on her own and without kids as well. And it's about looking back on life's accomplishments and thinking, would I have done that again?